discuss Part 2 of the evaluation process, conference call presentation, and red flag list. Recall that your task is to use the first several minutes of CEO responses to analyst questions in a quarterly earnings conference call of a public company and do the following two things. 1. Determine whether you think the results being discussed are fraudulent, and 2. Identify potential red flags in the audit of the company. Here, you'll read the entire transcript excerpt below and list red flags in this box. On the next page, Part 3, you'll answer some additional questions about fraud. Please pause the video now and read the instructions provided above, if you've not already done so. When you're finished, unpause to view the rest of the video. I will now demonstrate how to list red flags. First, read the transcript excerpt. As you can see in our intentionally lighthearted example, Kermit is being questioned by analysts. Note that for the 4 real companies that you evaluate, the questions, names, and responses will be real. Please note that each line of the CEO responses is numbered to the left of the text. I will now look for red flags. Obviously, in this lighthearted example, there are no actual red flags, but for the sake of explanation, assume I detect 2. Assume that the first red flag occurs on line 1, when Kermit discusses flies and mosquitoes. Having found the suspicious line, I will jot it down in this box. Also, if this were a real company, I would add an explanation of why I felt this was a red flag. Assume that I continue to read and that I find another red flag on lines 6 through 9. I will jot this down as well. You can list as many red flags as necessary in this box. You must read the entire transcript at least once. Take a moment now to practice and become comfortable with this task. After you've done so, click Next to move to the third and last part of the evaluation process and the guided tour of example number 3. Please note that you must certify that you've read the entire transcript excerpt before you can proceed.